Welcome back to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS. It's time for Owin's Field Report, sponsored by Les Schwab Tire Centers.
Now, obviously, the biggest thing around here right now is steelhead fishing, no matter what area it is that you're going to be spending, or if you're going to be up north, like we were talking with Bob Kratzer yesterday up in the Olympic Peninsula area. Try to get it out, dummy. Or down south along our coast or in the valley. It is that time of year, and it is full-blown winter steelhead season. Unfortunately, though, the last couple, 3 weeks, it's been super low, super clear, and for some, they're having some good success, and for most, that's not the case. But that's going to change completely. As we speak right now, go ahead and put up the first river levels, whichever one it is that we have. With the rain that we had yesterday and last night, which, a quick side note, don't be dumb like me and leave your drift boat down. Oh my God, I have no idea how the heck I'm going to get that thing up and anyway, so don't do that. Or at least go out and go check your boat right now. We got some good things to look forward to. Now, is it massive? No, but this is perfect, right? Now, I'm being completely greedy here, right? It'd be a much better thing if the river just stayed what it was and the mountains got buried in snow and no water made it to the rivers because it was too cold. That would be great, but that's apparently not the case. So from a selfishness side of things, this is good. Steelhead are going to make their way up into the river. Guarantee you, no matter where or what river system you're on, if it's on the coast, they're sitting in the salt water trying to decide to come up or not. They smell that, they're going to make a decision, and I would assume, I'm not a steelhead, but they're going to smell that and go, okay, here we go, let's go. And it could be a very interesting week. You start getting into that Tuesday, Wednesday time frame. If you have the ability to get out, you know, if it's local or along the coast, probably be a good opportunity to get out there and try to make something happen. And in a lot of systems, in the lower parts, fish will probably have been kegged up there for a while. They get that scent, they're going to make a move. But I did think this was interesting. North Coast, not a big bounce. I mean, just a little bump. I bet you it's an aluminum hatch today based on what I'm looking at. I mean, really, that's very interesting. Keep going. Let's take a look at it as we work south. Okay, so starting to see a little bit more of a bounce on the Silettes, but you're really looking at some, I mean, really, based on what we've got going on here from February 1st to now, we haven't really had a whole lot to be excited about other than now. So this is, it's all good stuff. Hopefully you can get out and have some fun. By the weekend, though, it is showing a bounce on a lot of these different systems. I mean, these are just, we get this question just recently. Go, why don't you ever talk about this river or that river? I can't talk about all of them. All this does is just give you an idea of regions, right? Zones. Drainages are different, of course, but if none of the rivers that you're fishing are on here, it'll still give you a really good idea of what's going on if you're somewhere in that same zone, if that makes any sense. But at the very least, yeah, this week I'm going to be pretty excited. The plan was tomorrow, but probably going to have to push that off based on what I'm looking at, because I want to maximize my time if I can. Don't forget, though, I know I mentioned this yesterday, the Saltwater Sportsman Show is right around the corner. And when I say that this is the biggest, or I shouldn't say the biggest, the most growing, is that a way to put it? Grown most. Gotten biggest, like, who knows? It's done really well the last handful of years for a reason. Very, very popular for all those folks that love to chase fish in the saltwater, or for that matter, just want to learn how to go out and go do that. This show is for you. You can go online and figure out tickets and all that stuff very, very easily. And also, I know I again mentioned this yesterday, we got a special show coming up. We have yet to do that here on KPDX, but to do a live Thursday evening show from the Sportsman Show. It's going to be a GPS special highlighting some of our sponsors in the show itself. And for that matter, I just enjoy walking and talking and going through the show. Okay, so it's going to be, yeah, we're going to try to be professional, but I'm certainly going to have some fun with it. That'll be Thursday evening at 7 p.m. to 8. And we, again, will be live from the Sportsman Show, so I am looking forward to that. Don't forget, though, Jason at Procure.com, and win yourself a free prize pack of some scent slanted towards, of course, steelhead right now. All right, let's go ahead and check in with Peyton Major and find out what this rain's really going to do. And obviously, we already showed you what the river forecasts are, but we'll see how things have been. We missed you yesterday, Peyton.
Oh, yes. I've been moving, not far, but, you know, that's a beast, so.
That's okay.
Yes.
How are we looking for this week?
Well, first, I do need to show you something that's going to make everyone excited.
Good.
Do you see all the snow?
Yes.
You see it falling? Oh, my goodness. We need it so bad. It's so light. but we'll take it. Any flurry is very appreciated. Yeah, elsewhere, it's fully just wet. It's a pretty boring Sunday, but Seaside's dry, and there's a weird reason for that. One is we have a narrow band of atmospheric moisture. This is an atmospheric river, and it's been pretty much just dumping on us the last 2 days. All the rain is much needed. We obviously need it after going about 50% our normal precipitation in January. So yeah, this is a very narrow band, and I'm coming back to that because I drew some lines here that kind of showed just how narrow this is. I mean, only from maybe around northwest Oregon to Madras is where we're noticing the showers. Yeah, stretching a little bit into central Oregon as well. But Astoria has been pretty much fully dry today. Kelso, no measurable rain. It's very interesting. That line is a sharp divide. So here's our rain so far today. About 1/4 inch in Salem. Portland's about about 1/3 of an inch and 1/2 inch in Eugene and Florence. Sunday football forecast, though, I want to give you the first alert to a weird dry time we're going to have tonight. So it's not a washout of a day. Probably be pretty wet all until maybe 2 or 3 o'clock. But once the game starts conveniently around 3:30, I think we're going to have a nice dry stretch, probably until maybe 8 o'clock. 9 is going to be when another really weak system comes through. I'll show you what that looks like. There's our little dry time, 3 o'clock, our latest model run. Very dry up and down I-5 and west. And then this is that little band that's coming through. It's actually a weak front that'll lower snow levels a bit. So hopefully any precipitation falls as snow overnight in the Cascades. Here's our Monday forecast. Very mild and showery. I think most of the rain will fall in the morning, and then we'll be a little bit calmer and drier by the afternoon. I do want to talk about the Cascades quickly. So we're not going to get a ton of snow. I've been very adamant on saying this is a light event. And when we look at past conditions, the only thing I want you to take away from this is that Sunday evening all the way through Monday, we're going to see snow-covered roads. Light snow, 2 to 7 inches. 7 may even be pushing it, but I'm hopeful, guys. Tuesday through Thursday will be dry and warmer, maybe slushy on Tuesday, and then those passes will be bare. The only chance for snow I'm seeing is potentially next weekend, but as you know, when we say showers, there is some uncertainty here because we don't know the timing, we don't know the intensity, and these systems keep breaking apart, Owen. This is kind of our theme for the winter. All these systems keep splitting in half before they hit us, and so that makes them weaker, makes it get a little warmer, especially in the Cascades, and it's probably the reason for our very low snowpack.
Spooky, scary, to say the least. There's no doubt about it. As always, Peyton, thank you. We appreciate it.
Of course.
All right, let's go ahead and talk to Bob real quick. He's got a comment about a potential ballot measure. Bob, what's going on?
Yeah, Owen, I just wanted to inform a lot of our hunters and fishermen. I don't know that they know about it. There is a ballot measure that is trying to be pushed by a group in Oregon to ban hunting, fishing, farming, as well as animal experimentation in the state of Oregon. And I think they're going to destroy a very large industry in this state that provides a lot of jobs and controls the population of our animals.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was. Ballot measure. Geez, I just don't recall the name of it off the top. If you remember that. Oh, here we go. I got my crack team back there. What ballot measure initiative? No, that's a petition 28. But anyway, yes. Bob, there's a reason why I haven't talked about this yet here on the show for a number of reasons, but mainly y'all know I can lose it real quickly in these situations. But this just goes to show you the idiocy and just the lack of intelligence that we have here regionally. I'm trying to be as nice about it as I can. I don't know if I should be or not, but it's obviously ridiculous. And some of the research that I've actually done on this, mainly is just so I learn stuff to know I should just shut my mouth so I don't get myself in trouble. So I'm going to try to do that. But some of the ways that they're manipulating how they're getting some of their petitions signed, the word salad this is online. They're filming some of these folks actually getting signatures for this petition to get it onto the ballot. They're not even telling the people what it is. They're literally just making it sound like, hey, you're protecting cats and dogs. They don't say anything about trying to ban fishing and hunting in the state of Oregon, let alone cattle ranching in the state of Oregon. It's absolutely ridiculous, but it just goes to show you where we are. I mean, this is just one of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard of, but it just fits right in with 2026. It's time for me to be quiet now. Bob, I appreciate the phone call, and yes, it's certainly something that as outdoors people, we absolutely have to pay attention to, and I just want to walk you all down that long road. I mean, in an absolute disaster, and this is embarrassing that the state of Oregon is actually, you know, this is something that's coming up in our state, but I guess it kind of fits perfectly. But can you imagine what would happen to all of our populations of wild game if the outdoors people were no longer involved? They would be gone, everyone, and there would be houses and buildings and construction all over the place where all these animals used to roam freely.
Yeah.
This is something that's been verified and proven over the last 150 years in the United States. That's what would happen. So if they want to just wipe them all out, pass it. But what they're doing is absolutely ridiculous. Bob, thanks for your phone call, sir. And again, I hope that I didn't upset anybody. Maybe I am not upset.